Hello and welcome to our discussion on the new immigration rules announced by the UK government. Today, we're focusing on the visa categories that are exempt from these changes, and what these changes mean for those that are exempt. So make sure you watch till the end of the video, so that you do not miss out on these news. For those new to the family, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and share as required. Now, let's get right in. The UK government has recently announced a series of significant measures aimed at reducing legal migration numbers to the UK. These changes include modifications to the skilled worker minimum salary threshold, and adjustments to the shortage occupation list. The minimum salary threshold for skilled worker visas is set to increase from £26,200 to £38,700, marking an increase of almost 50%. This change is part of a 5-point plan to cut immigration, which also includes similar adjustments for family visas. The new salary threshold is expected to have a wide-ranging impact on UK employers, as many will not be able to hire employees who are on an annual salary of less than £38,700, once the new changes come into force in spring 2024. In addition to the changes in the salary threshold, the government plans to replace the existing shortage occupation list, SOL, with a new immigration salary list. The SOL currently lists occupations where employers face a shortage of suitable labor, and where it is deemed sensible to fill those shortages with migrant workers. Workers applying for a skilled worker visa using an occupation code included on the SOL benefit from reduced visa application fees, and reduced minimum salary requirements, normally at 80% of the occupation code's ordinary going rate. These changes are part of the government's efforts to reduce net migration, and curb abuse of the immigration system. The government believes that these measures will result in around 300,000 fewer people coming to the UK. However, it's important to note that these changes will not impact previous applicants, and salary thresholds will remain unchanged until the introduction of new regulations in spring 2024. However, not all visa categories are affected by these changes. Let's delve into the specifics of the visa categories that are exempt. 1. Care and senior care workers. Care workers and senior care workers are two categories that are exempt from the new salary increase. This exemption is particularly significant given that these two groups accounted for a substantial portion of the skilled worker visas granted in the year ending September 2023. According to government statistics, 83,072 visas were granted to care workers and home carers, and 18,244 visas were granted to senior care workers in the year ending September 2023. This means that these two groups combined received approximately half of the 208,000 skilled worker visas granted during this period. The exemption of these categories from the salary increase is crucial for the continuity of the health and care sector in the UK. These workers play a vital role in providing care to the UK's aging population, and those in need of assistance. The exemption allows for the continued recruitment of these workers at the existing salary threshold, which is at least £20,960 or at least £10.75 per hour. However, it's important to note that while these workers are exempt from the salary increase, they are still subject to other changes in the immigration rules. For instance, care workers and senior care workers will no longer be able to bring dependents to the UK as part of their visa. This change could potentially impact the decision of some workers to migrate to the UK. 2. Exempt Vignette. Another category that is exempt from these changes is the Exempt Vignette category. This category includes diplomats, overseas government ministers on official business, members of Commonwealth or overseas territories armed forces posted in the UK, or training in the UK. Diplomats and government officials are exempt from immigration control under Section 8(3) of the Immigration Act 1971. This exemption applies to the head of a mission, all members of the diplomatic staff of foreign and Commonwealth missions, and administrative staff. The exempt vignette is a permit for these foreign nationals, and is stamped in their passport. It is only for short-term work, and does not allow the holder to settle in the UK. The exempt vignette can be extended only through DMU, Diplomatic Missions and International Organizations Unit. The exempt vignette ends when its holder ends their mission in the UK. However, it's important to note that while these individuals are exempt from certain immigration changes, they are still subject to other changes in the immigration rules. In some cases, the exempt vignette is also available by extension to family members who form part of an applicant's household, for example spouses, civil partners, and children under 18. In conclusion, while the new immigration rules have brought significant changes to the UK's immigration system, certain visa categories such as care workers, and those under the exempt vignette category remain unaffected by these changes. However, it's important to note that while these categories are exempt from some changes, they may still be affected by other aspects of the new rules. I hope you have found the video informative. Do you have any questions? Then drop it in the comment sections. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to support the channel.